Alright guys, so today we're going to go over the mother of all Kraken training videos. And I've got to tell you, I just had the Kraken updated 2 days ago. Major facelift. If you were using Kraken before or you'd seen it before, you're going to notice some major changes here. We really spiced it up. We added a new UI in here, and you can see this right here. Lots of curves, more curves. We all love curves, right? Alright, so we have the dark color blue here. You can still see the Kraken tentacles down here, which is awesome. And lots of new things added to the dashboard. One thing is color-coded. So the traffic is now green color-coded here. Complete is green. Blue is running. We added in the categories, so you can see the categories here. So you have the name, the categories, okay. It's now sorted by the latest, and we're actually going to have an update out pretty soon that will allow you to sort by category, status. We have number of views showing up, so this is a new view counter here. You can see right here, 44 of 1,400 views. Do not pay attention to what I'm doing here. I'm doing a test. I created it April 25th, 2023 at 3:34 p.m. and it ends at April 19th. Now, how in the world did I go back in time? Well, I tell you, that is just a front-end bug. Programmers are working on it right now, but that's not the actual end date. As you can see, it's still running. So this is just a front-end bug from the update, so that will definitely be fixed. There's a couple of other new things here. One, what we did is we added a major feature to the Kraken, and this is all part of Kraken. There's no additional fee for this. There's no additional add-on. You don't have to buy any additional packs or anything like that. This is included now in the GMB Viper portion of Kraken. And again, this is all within the same tool. And you can see it right here. You'll probably looking at these little grids and you're like, what in the heck is that? What is that little grid? All right, this little grid is now the GeoGrid tracker. Okay, so we have GeoGrids in here, and you can click on this, and I'll open it up, and you can see it goes straight to Orlando. It will have search term over here and date. Now, this is something that is really awesome. So we'll go into more detail on setting up these grids here in just a few minutes, but right now, what you can see is all the search terms and the dates. Of course, I do not have any of that in here because this is an early release on this. So I'd already set up these grids before we released the GeoGrid ranker. But what this will allow you to do is add up to 25 keywords per GeoGrid. And 25 keywords per GeoGrid, it will set up the data on here. It'll tell you when the keywords are run. Basically, this will automatically run every 24 hours. And let's say that you have 25 search terms. It'll show you your top grid for whatever key term you have up here. You can click the next key term, and it will show that one. Just for an example here, let me show you in my document folder. Let me go to my downloads. And this is an example, just to give you an idea of what a completed tool would look like right here. Okay, so you can see GeoGrid here, you can see the keyword terms over here and the dates that they ran. Real snazzy, right? So you can see green, you could click it here, it shows 14, 20 plus. You could click this one, you could click this one, all your different keywords, and would automatically load the GeoGrid that it already scraped for that day. It will show you where your rankings are, where your keyword rankings are, what the rankings are, etc., etc. So this is really exciting. This is a brand new tool update in here. You can set this up on a calendar so you can have it run for however long you had your campaign set up to run. And then you can run it again. You can, do all sorts of things. So this is a very neat feature. And like I said, it's brand spanking new. There are a few little bugs that the programmers are working on right now, so if you're just using the tool right now at this moment, just be aware that, let's see, it's April 25th at this time, 11 o'clock at night. Programmers will be getting back up pretty soon, and they'll be resolving any little bugs that we have, but this is very cool right here. Another thing that we added in here that's working great is the clone option, and to do the clone option right here, what you do is you just click clone. Okay, it's going to say success. Okay, so it clones it in here. You can edit all of this information. You can go to both. You can set up how many views on this clone you want it to run. Let's say 14 days. If you're doing a GMB, which this is a GMB, what you would do here is you would go to New Grid. Okay, so you have New Grid. Let's put in the business name. I'm going to set this up right now for a particular business. And I'm going to grab this straight off of the GMB on another page. So I'm going to do business name. Grid size, I'm going to do 5 by 5. Right now we're in metric here, but I'm going to have the programmers change it to imperial. So let's say 1 kilometer. Okay, for the keywords, let's go to... Well, actually, before I go off of that, let me go and grab the actual address here real quick. So we're going to grab that address. And let's go down here, put in the address, search, bam, there it is. If you want to zoom in on it, just hold down your control key. And then you can zoom, drag, zoom, drag. Holy shnikes. Did not mean to do that one. Goodness me. Let me go reset that one. Mamma mia. Okay, so we're going to try that again. Let's zoom back in here. Okay, perfect. So you can see that little office right here. Let's do satellite. Whammo. Right smack dab there in the middle. Okay, latitude, longitude, the address. We're going to do the keywords now. So let me go grab my key terms here. All right, let's grab this. Accident attorney. Add. Personal injury. Add. And I'm going to do accident attorney Orlando. Add. Just like that. Okay, keywords are in. 3 keywords that we're going for this particular one. 5 by 5, 1 kilometer. Okay, address. I'm going to hit save. Okay. So it's already in here. We already saved it. If you go back to New Grid, it's not going to show what we just entered in here, but it is definitely on this as well. Okay, and it's not actually going to show it over here for the time being. But just know that once you hit save, even though it didn't close out the window and give you a confirmation, it did add it in. Okay, so once you hit save once or twice, go and hit that close button. It'll take you back out here. Let's say 14 days. We're going to drop this down to not such a crazy number. So let's say 250 views. I'm running a test on this right now. 14 days. Okay, 2 weeks. Okay, now the next thing that we could do in here before we hit run on this, because I've already got all my recipes set up. One of the additional things we added in was it will show you right here how many interactions you have within your recipe. Okay, so your internal actions here, you're limited to 25 actions per campaign. I believe it's 25. I think it's 25 per campaign. Okay, so a max of 25 per campaign, and I have 8 right now. 25 is a lot, okay? I've seen people push it really close up there. So we have 8 per campaign, and you can have up to 10 campaigns per campaign, which we call 10 groups, okay? So I've added in even more in here. So this is one group. Let's say I want to add another group in here. Now there's a couple ways we could do it. We could say new group, and we're going to name this add-on, or actually for this, let's say another group name. We're going to add GMB redirect, okay? Category, definitely not cats. We're going to do attorney, Florida. All right, we'll hit save, close. Alrighty then. So we have GMB redirect here now. Now what we can do is we can come in here and click on add recipe, and you can see I already have all these recipes already created with all my information. Or I can go down to shared recipes, and these are brand new that you can fill out that are setting up. Okay, so the recipes have already been set up, but there's no information in them. Okay, so this is where you can add in your own edits. So if you want to set up, say, we'll just do this. We'll hit GMB plus site. Okay, so underneath here now, we can see right here it has 7 interactions on GMB plus site. So we hit edit. Okay, now is when you could set up your coordinates here. You can name your custom command if you want. You can set up your address, and everything is ready for you just to fill out. So the link to find, once it goes to the website, see, once you do the change location, okay, so I was doing GMB. Now what we actually need here is this one messed up. This actually needs a few edits. I forgot I need to edit this one. This should actually be GMB search. So change location, Google My Business search. Okay, so you go in, add your information in here. Number of pages to search, keyword link, GMB link, website link, keywords, your command. The next thing would be find and follow link. We don't really need this because once you do the GMB search, it takes you directly to the website. So let's go down and see what was supposed to be next. Okay, next would be read on website. It would be wait. Okay, so this campaign got a little messed up because the original order got deleted. So this is me just having to fix this recipe here. Okay, so it would wait, let's say 1 minute. Okay, it's going to read on the website for that 1 minute there. It's going to find and follow a link on that website to, say, the contact us page, where it's going to wait for another 2 minutes, and it's going to read on that website in that time period. So we'll just go back up here just like this. Okay, so read on website, wait for 2 minutes. Read on website, wait for 2 minutes, and I would probably want to put a screenshot in here. So we'll go back to, okay, screenshot, perfect. Okay, so now we've got two particular, in this main recipe here, now we've got 2 individual campaigns, all within one campaign. All right, I want you guys to think about this, okay? There is so much you can do here. You can add another recipe in. So let's say we want to add another recipe in under this group. Okay, so now we've got another recipe. And we already have it all named here. So this was a custom built one. We had GMB redirect. Let's actually take that one out. Okay, so we have GMB plus site. We have Houston, Texas attorney. That is 8. We could go back down this recipe and say, let's see here, someone else is sharing a public one. So we could do this guy's right here. I'm just going to add this fella in here. Okay, I'm going to go to add recipe again. I'm going to go and check out page 2. Let's say I have another one built for the website search recipe complex. We're going to add that one in. Okay, so I've got multiple recipes and interactions within one campaign. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy biscuits, look at that. 5. Okay, so I have 5 recipes all within this one campaign. Now, I want you guys to think about something. Now, why am I doing this? One, I'm adding in a lot more variety to this. Now, this is going to randomly pull in this one campaign these 5 different recipes in this one campaign. I know that this is going to sound confusing, so I'm going to say this as slow as I can in hopes that you can understand what I'm getting at here. 1, this adds in as much random ability, if that's the word here, if we're going to make up a word here, we're going to add in a lot of random actions into one campaign. So let's say that you have a client like this, like a fictional made-up client right here that I just grabbed. Houston, Texas attorney, which is actually Florida. Let's say I'm targeting a Florida attorney for personal injury lawyer, and I'm just randomly grabbing this. I'm running this as a beta test. This is not my client. I do not know this person. I have never met this person. This is, yeah, it's totally random. Totally random. just to make this example for you. But let's just suppose that this was my client, okay? And I was wanting to send in very direct traffic, curated traffic, based upon that search local area, that local search area, okay? And I want to send in different avenues of traffic. Okay, so before with Kraken and before with my other tools, you could only send one campaign. So you would have, let's say that you're limited on Kraken to 25 campaigns. I want you guys to understand this, okay? You can actually, if you use this correctly, if you really build out your campaigns, you can actually send 10 times the amount of campaigns for your clients under the 25 campaign limit. So you're limited to 25 campaigns, but let's say that you have one campaign with 10 individual recipes in it, 10 individual groups. You're actually able to send to 10 campaigns all within one campaign. Meaning that under the 25 campaign limit, you're actually able to send possibly up to 250 campaigns if you do this correctly. Okay, if you're setting this perfectly up for your clients, this is going to allow you to add A, more campaigns, and B, you're going to be able to add in a lot more random action here. So you could set up a campaign recipe going from Google search to a GMB to this particular property right here. So it goes on the website, reads on the website, it waits for, it's told, okay, wait for 2 minutes. While it's waiting for 2 minutes, it's going to read on that website. And again, everything in here is drag and drop, and it's fully editable, okay? Fully editable right there. So wait, read on website, it's going to go and follow a link, it's going to wait for another minute, it's going to read on that website, and the last thing it's going to do is it's going to take a screenshot. Now, if I was doing find and follow link, I would send it to the contact us page, because that tells Google, hey, this person's really interested, so they went to the contact us page. And not only that, but they took a screenshot with their cell phone. Cha-ching. I don't know about you, but I always take screenshots with my phone when I'm interested in a website, because chances of me actually going back and find that website are next to none. But I go through my screenshots at the end of the day or during the day. I'm like, oh, let me go here and find this website. Let me go look at what I screenshotted here. This really intrigued me. So this is a major ranking signal for Google. Now, I set up another one here, GMB Plus website. Okay, so it did the search. Maybe for this one, instead of the Google My Business search, or this one down here that we had, let's say that you send it instead to Google to find your Tumblr account. And once it finds Tumblr, it clicks on a GMB post. And from the GMB post, it clicks on your GMB. And from your GMB to your website, and bam, there we go, okay? The other thing you could do is you could set up another recipe that sends traffic into, say, your PBN. It follows your PBN through to your GMB, to your website, and bam. Maybe you send it just to your GMB and not to your website. So it just goes to GMB, and bam, you have another recipe. Or you send it directly to your website, and from your website it finds your GMB link, and bam, you have another recipe. Or you send it to a YouTube video, it clicks on a link in the description, and bam, it finds your GMB. Okay, do you see this? Do you understand on what we're building here? We're building the ultimate CTR traffic tool ever created. Okay, and it allows you a million different ways. And you can do this all under the 25 campaign limit that you have, and you can buy additional campaigns. You can get a heavy hitter account, add on to this, and send a lot more campaigns. I had this guy actually reach out to me this past week, and it was kind of funny because he was using another tool, and I'm not going to name them just because I don't know if I should name them or not, so I'm going to side with caution here. And they were charging him just for GMBs, not for anything else. They don't do anything else. They don't do websites, they don't do videos. They just do GMBs. And for 40 campaigns, they were charging him $1,200 a month. And I was like, oh my gosh, $1,200 a month just for 40 campaigns in GMB. Are you freaking kidding me? that's literally 4 campaigns in the Kraken. That's it. You can 4 campaigns in the Kraken. You can literally set up 40 different campaigns for a GMB for a client. And just one client, or individual client. I mean, you can do anything you want in here. Anyways, I just couldn't believe it. And this guy was trying to he was trying to rip me off. So I told him where he could go stick it. And you know me, I'm a straight shooter. So I did not allow him to join the Kraken. I didn't allow him to join any of my other tools. I was like, yo, if you're trying to rip me off after you're paying that much, are you freaking kidding me for this deal? Oh my gosh, no way, beat it. So anyways, you're getting an absolute freaking killer deal, and you already know this because you're already a Kraken user. So you should understand what the Kraken is, what benefits you're getting with it, and this is just one portion of it. This is just one portion. There's so much here. So I am going to go and clear this out. These other campaigns here. Okay, I'm going to clear that one out. And I'm going to clear that one out. And let me go clear this one out. Okay, so we have this main recipe here. Change location. Accident attorney. Wait. Read on website. Find and follow link. Wait. Read on website. And then screenshot. Okay, so we're going to go back to this, because I'm going to actually submit this one at 250 views for 14 days and the grid tracker set up here. We're going to name this week 8 to, let's say, 10. Week number 5.5. And we're going to take off clone. We're going to do a, we're going to call this one, well, we'll do 5. Grid. Yeah, we'll just do grid. Okay. Week 8 to 10. Orlando, Florida. Boom. Here we go. 250 views. Scheduling 14. 3 total credits. Alrighty. Let's do it. We'll hit update. Bam. Alright. Perfect. So you can see this right here. Let me delete that one out. Not mean to do that one. So 0 out of 250 views. Okay, here's our grid. Let's take a look at it. It's not yet run, so it's not going to show you the search terms or the date just yet, because that needs to run, and that's going to take a little bit of time, like I said, as we allow our tools to update and the programmers run out their update. It'll be showing directly in there, but look how easy that is. You'll be able to come in, it'll show Orlando, your search term, and the date that it ran it, and you'll be able to go through each of those search terms on there. Now, something else that we're getting ready to release in a little bit of time here, and we'll go into the actual campaign and take a look at it here. We're going to add a live log into the Kraken, and that's going to be showing up about right here in this little space down here. And it will be a live log as your campaigns are running. You'll be able to see everything the Kraken is doing. So you can verify, okay, it's going to the page. Okay, it's clicking on the right link. Okay, it's on this page, and this is the action it's taking. This is exactly where it is in my campaign. Okay, I set up my campaign the wrong way. Let me go back in here and make some edits. Or, hey, this is great. The Kraken's doing a great job. I can see exactly where it is right now in my campaign. This is awesome, rock and roll. So we're going to have that in here pretty soon. We'll have a live grid, we'll have a live tracking here on the log. So we'll have a live log, which is pretty cool. So we can go back to dashboard here, total traffic. You can see, oh, it's already starting to get views. That's awesome. Very cool. We're excited to see when that grid shows up here. Number of views, when it started, when it ends. Okay, so it looks like the programmers did get that update rolled out here, so it's going to run 2 weeks to May 9th. Perfect. May 9th at 11:21 p.m. Wow, it's already 11 o'clock. Good gosh. Okay, so these are the updates right now. Hopefully you understand creating the campaigns and the recipes, adding in multiple recipes. Now, you can always come in and really make this advanced. You could come into the scheduler and say, okay, I only want it to run between, say, 1 a.m. or let's say 1:26 p.m. Okay, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but let's say they're night owls, and you could come in here and say, okay, I want it to run till, um, like 8 p.m. or whatever time you want it to do. You could totally set up a very custom time. You could come into the calendars, make your edits, when you want it to run from, to what dates you want it to run from, or you could click within here. It is fully customizable on your setups. You could do your Google bounce search. We'll have a Google bounce search for the GMB. So we'll have an update pretty soon on the GMB, Google My Business Search, bounce. We'll have the mass campaign working pretty soon, where you can drop in a template and say create 75 campaigns all at the same time, depending on the package that you have. And you'll be able to just drop that right in there. You can create campaign recipes that you can use later. We've got so many updates rolling out. I can't tell you how awesome this is on the changes that we've made and the changes that are coming. So we've got a lot of very, very exciting things coming out within the Kraken. We'll have an easier version. It's called Kraken Easy Mode at the moment. And pretty soon what we'll be able to do is you'll be able to set up a campaign, say within the grid tracker or just a regular campaign, and say, okay, here's my keywords. I want it to auto-calculate it for me. And you could say however the programmers choose this. This is actually coming out hopefully in a couple of days. And I say a couple of days, and I hope it's not a month. I hope it's just a few days away. From what the programming team is telling me. But you'll be able to put in your keywords and your location, and basically the Kraken will automatically calculate it for you and say, okay, here's the CTR that you should be running for this particular keyword in this particular location. Would you like to run this now? Yes. Boom. It sets up the right views for you based upon the key terms. This is going to be great. This is really, really going to be great. So we've got a lot of updates. There's so much more in here that we're adding in. But at the moment, campaign recipes, shared recipes, public recipes, and setting up campaigns, cloning. This is really, really good. So anyways, I'm going to end this video here before I talk all night. I know I'm at the 27-minute mark. And hopefully when the updates roll out tomorrow, I'll put out another update for everybody. But in that sense, I hope you enjoy the Kraken. I hope you continue to enjoy the rankings with it. We're seeing amazing things. And make sure you take advantage of those extra campaigns that I've allowed you to put into the Kraken. Alright guys, thanks a lot. See you later. Cheers.